What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy, and today we are going to be having a look at the latest transfer gossip that's been taking over the news headlines since the international break started, really. It's almost over now, or it is over now, thankfully. We can get back to the Premier League as soon as possible. We're going to cover 4 stories in this one. Never know how much truth there is to any of these, but I thought we'd cover some of them today. Here we go then. Chelsea target N'Golo Kante refuses to commit his future to Leicester as Premier League giants hover. So he's a money-grabbing little toe rag and he's using them as a stepping stone, and probably rightly so. You would think that the bigger clubs would want to have a go at this guy. He's been a revelation this season. Reportedly, Arsenal, Tottenham, Juventus and Chelsea all interested. And Kante himself has basically come out and said, I will fight for Leicester this season, and next season we never know, and we will see. So basically, that's a come and get me if ever I've heard one, or at least the quotation's been worded so that it appears to be a come and get me. At this moment, I'm focused on Leicester, though. He says we have to finish well this season, but I don't mind about being linked with other clubs. Of course you don't mind! You're going to be doubling your wages, even though it's Leicester that's put him there into that position and given him that stepping stone. Life's pretty good for the guy right now. He's top of the Premier League table. He scored on his French debut, his full French debut anyway, on his birthday as well. Can you believe that? What more could he want, really? So it appears that everyone's chasing this guy. Everyone wants a piece of the N'Golo. He was relatively unknown. I don't think anyone really heard of him before. I mean, Wenger says he knows everyone, and oh, I could have signed him, and that's great. But basically, great work from Leicester picking this guy up. He just doesn't stop. He runs like he's on the Duracell batteries. Should N'Golo Kante leave this summer? I'd love to know your thoughts. Let you know in the comment section below. And let's move on to the next story then. Arsenal leading Liverpool in the chase for Borussia Mönchengladbach's midfielder Granit Xhaka, who's causing quite a stir on Twitter if you haven't seen already. Some saying it's a done deal already. Some saying Arsene Wenger's met his dad, his agent, his brother, his sister. He's sleeping with his missus. I don't know. He's also been linked to Liverpool, and Jurgen Klopp said to be a big admirer of the Swiss international, as well as Manchester City. And I'm sure that Pep Guardiola has seen enough of this guy in the Bundesliga to know that he is top quality. Is he worth £35 million? Has the market changed that much? Really, I just don't know. It's quite possible. He's 23 with a lot of potential. International experience, already been to a World Cup. It's an interesting one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you think he's actually going to be making the move. It's very early for Arsenal to be getting their business done, especially for something to have been leaked like this, but there's a lot of talk, so perhaps no smoke without fire. Next up, we move on to Spanish paper El Confidencial, who say that Hector Bellerin is a summer target for Manchester City and Bayern Munich. So from what I can make out from this article, Pep Guardiola is going to Manchester City and Carlo Ancelotti, who will be at Bayern Munich, are both interested in Hector Bellerin, but the transfer is very unlikely to happen, not only because he's got so much respect for Wenger and is just so thankful for the opportunity that he's getting, but he's actually a Londoner at heart now and loves the place. Very unlikely to happen unless the player forces the move, is what I can say about this one. With Barcelona, obviously it's where he's come from, it's his home, so it's quite likely that he'll end up going back there, but maybe not for a few years. You've seen the likes of Piqué do similar things, and he'll certainly be someone that's going to sell him the dream eventually. And they have got a need for a right-back with Dani Alves ageing quickly and Alex Vidal not really living up to expectations. He's already been at the club since 2011 and had his contract extended to 2019 last year, so I can't see this one happening. We'll move on. Cech is likely to make a return after the international break. He has been out injured, obviously. David Ospina's covered him quite well. But yeah, confident that he'll be ready to start his first game for Arsenal since defeat to Swansea in early March after recovering from a calf injury, say the Evening Standard. And finally, we've got the news that Chelsea's Domingos Quina, a 16-year-old, very talented youngster who plays in the number 10 role and is sought after by a whole host of Premier League clubs, is leaving Chelsea due to uncertainty about his future. He's 16 and hasn't actually committed to a full-time contract, and so professionally is still basically on the market. Arsenal have swooped in apparently, and we are going big for this guy. Well, we're not going big, are we? But he's apparently really, really talented. A lot of potential, good feet, and yeah, we don't know whether he's going to be the next big thing or not, but I suppose it can't hurt taking a Portuguese under-17 international from Chelsea. He actually joined Chelsea's academy at 13 after leaving Portuguese club Benfica, but hasn't committed to the London club for a scholarship deal because he's worried about actually getting game time. Now, there's a sensible guy and he's refused, apparently, to turn up to training. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on all this news and more, anything you'd like me to talk about tomorrow. But for now, I've been hughwizzy, and this has been your quick update. Peace.